Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're diving into something super simple, incredibly delicious, and oh so good for you, the perfect smoothie. I get asked all the time for my go-to smoothie recipe, and the truth is, it's more of a template than a strict set of rules. Once you master the basics, you can create endless combinations. So, let's get blending. The heart of any great smoothie is, of course, the fruit. I'm a huge fan of mixed berry smoothies, so today I'm using a beautiful combination of strawberries, blackberries and raspberries. This trio gives you that classic sweet tart flavor that's just so refreshing. To this I'm adding one whole banana. Bananas are the secret weapon for a creamy, naturally sweet smoothie. They create that thick, milkshake-like texture without any added sugar, but don't feel locked into berries. Think of this as your starting point. If you're dreaming of a tropical getaway, swap the berries for a mix of pineapple, mango, and maybe even a little papaya. The key is to aim for about 3 cups of fruit in total, not including the banana. You could do peaches and nectarines in the summer, or apples and cinnamon in the fall. The possibilities are truly endless, so have fun with it and use whatever is fresh and in season. Next up, we need a liquid to get everything moving. My personal favorite for a berry smoothie is unsweetened almond milk. It has a subtle, nutty flavor that complements the fruit perfectly without overpowering it. Plus, it keeps the smoothie light and dairy-free. You'll want to use about 1 1/4 cups of liquid. This amount is the sweet spot for achieving that perfect, drinkable consistency. Not too thick, not too thin. Just like with the fruit, feel free to customize your liquid. If you're making that tropical smoothie we talked about, full-fat coconut milk from a can would be incredible. It adds a richness and creaminess that is just out of this world. Regular whole milk works wonderfully too, as does any kind of fruit juice. Just be mindful if you use juice, as it will add extra sweetness. The main takeaway here is the ratio. About 1 1/4 cups of liquid to 3 cups of fruit. Now for our thickener. This is what takes a smoothie from just blended fruit to a satisfying, substantial drink that can actually keep you full. My go-to is plain Greek yogurt. It's packed with protein, which makes your smoothie more of a meal, and its tangy flavor balances the sweetness of the fruit beautifully. I usually add about 1/2 cup. But again, you have options. If you're not a fan of yogurt or want a different flavor profile, nut butters are a fantastic choice. A big spoonful of peanut butter or almond butter will not only thicken your smoothie, but also add healthy fats and a delicious savory depth. Regular non-Greek yogurt also works great, and if you prefer a thinner smoothie, you can use less thickener or even skip it entirely. If you do skip it, just remember to reduce the amount of liquid a little bit so you don't end up with a smoothie soup. All right, now that we have our ingredients, let's talk about the process. It's super simple, but there's one little trick that makes a big difference. We're going to start by adding our fruit to the blender, and you don't need some super expensive, high-powered machine. Any standard blender will do the job just fine. Seriously, there's no need to go out and buy something with the horsepower of a sports car. The trick I mentioned is all about the order of ingredients. To get an even blend without constantly stopping to scrape down the sides, you want to put the lighter ingredients in first. In our case, that's the berries. Adding the lighter fruit first gives the blender blade something to grab onto right away and start circulating. Then you add the heavier stuff on top. So, our banana slices will go in right after the berries. It's a small detail, but it really helps everything blend together smoothly and quickly. After the fruit, it's time for our thickener. I'll add my 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt right on top of the bananas, and finally, we'll pour our liquid, the almond milk, over everything. Adding the liquid last helps weigh down the other ingredients and ensures that everything gets pulled down toward the blades efficiently. So, to recap the order: light fruit, heavy fruit, thickener, and liquid. Now, we're ready for the magic. Pop the lid on securely, and trust me, you want to double-check that. And let's blend. I usually start on a low speed for about 10 seconds just to get everything incorporated, and then I crank it up to high. Let it go for about 30 to 45 seconds, or until you see a beautiful, smooth vortex forming in the center, and all the ingredients are completely broken down. You want it to be silky smooth with no chunks left, and just look at that. The color is absolutely gorgeous. Let's pour it into a glass. See how perfectly it pours? It's thick, creamy, and holds its shape a little bit. That's the consistency we're aiming for. This recipe makes enough for 2 generous servings, or 1 very large meal-sized smoothie. It's perfect for a quick breakfast on the go, a post-workout recovery drink, or even just a healthy afternoon treat. The best part is that now you have the blueprint. Remember the formula: 3 cups of fruit, 1 1/4 cups of liquid, and ½ a cup of thickener. With this foundation, you can experiment with all your favorite flavors. Try adding a handful of spinach for a green smoothie. I promise you won't even taste it. A tablespoon of chia seeds or flax seeds can add extra fiber and omega-3s. A scoop of protein powder can boost the protein content even more. The sky is the limit, so there you have it. A simple, delicious, and completely customizable smoothie. It is a fantastic way to pack a ton of nutrients into your day in the most delicious way possible. I hope this guide helps you become a smoothie-making pro in your own kitchen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more easy and healthy recipes, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Let me know in the comments what your favorite smoothie combination is. I'm always looking for new ideas. Until next time, happy blending.